Ants, the most numerous insect pest on Earth. 40 million cans of household ant spray are sold every year in America. These are products that are bought and used, but they're hated by the customers. All conventional ant control products employ high-level toxins. Due to the risks these poisons pose to humans and environment, federal restrictions limit their strength, consequently their effectiveness. By law, they must be formulated to degrade in 30 days or less. Also by law, they have to have the bug spray smell added so humans know the danger is present. The store shelf sprays like Raid will kill visible ants, then keep them from reinfesting for a short time only, and only in the poisoned areas. Pest control companies won't guarantee any ant treatment. Currently, ant control is a huge industry that's handcuffed by restrictions. We've discovered an existing substance that allows a completely different approach. It's been used for 60 years in several different patent-granted applications, but never on ants. It doesn't kill ants, it keeps them out of any area desired to be ant-free. A 1/4 inch wide line will cure any ant infestation in about a day, then keep them from coming back for several months. It's safe to use and 100% effective. The tentative name of the product is AntGard. As you can see here, we have an active, well-established infestation. They've been feeding for 4 days. Normally, the food source would be removed and the visible ants wiped up. Then AntGard would be applied to the outer perimeters of the room, countertop, or whatever, thus curing the ant problem immediately. But to demonstrate the impressive, almost bizarre effect AntGard has on ants, we're going to leave the food source and ants in place. This is the most difficult situation for a non-fatal treatment to deal with. The substance is clear. We're applying it over a black line so you can better discern the ant's reaction to it. Unfortunately, it appears I've employed a hand that can't follow a line. As the border closes across the feeding line, they'll begin running into the block. An ant here and there will get too close and touch the barrier. The effect is immediate. They'll back up, become disoriented, but it only lasts for a short time. Look at the communication and organization of these insects. For lack of a better term, they're talking to each other, trying to figure out what's wrong. Little groups will get together, then charge the barrier in a line, then communicate the result to the ants around them. The best thing to do is watch for a couple minutes. The ants on the inside of the circle are in a completely different situation than the ants on the outside. The ants on the outside are cut off from the food source, but they're free. They'll continue building against the barrier until communication is passed back to the colony to turn it off. The ants on the inside are cut off from the colony. They're trapped, but they are programmed to get home or die trying. So over the next few hours, panic will set in. They'll cross the line, stagger around for a few seconds, then go home. We don't have time-lapse capability, so the only thing we can do is shut off the camera, come back in a few hours to see what's taken place. It's 10 hours after AntGard was applied. The incoming line has been shut down completely, and more than 80% of the ants on the inside have left. We'll come back tomorrow. It's the next morning, and as you can see, the infestation has been completely cured. As incredible as it sounds, this substance functions like an ant diode, passing ants one direction only. Then as they leave, they lay down chemical communications that warn this area is unsafe. From this point forward, no ant will cross the barrier to get to the food. We've done over 70 experiments on several different varieties of ants. It works the same on all. The substance appears to disrupt the nervous system instantly upon contact. Then, even though the effect is temporary, the recovering ant perceives it as a fatal threat and communicates it accordingly. What you're looking at here are sweet-eating ants. They're a little bigger, and their reaction to the substance is slightly different than the meat eaters you just watched, but the end result is always the same. We will gladly set up a demo in your backyard, leaving it in your control so you can verify AntGard's efficiency. Ants are easy to find. Just set a bowl of sugar and water or an open can of pet food on a plastic bag anywhere outside, and the ants will find it. The first AntGard is being designed for use inside the home. Household ant spray is the easiest market for AntGard to dominate, establishing a cash flow. AntGard's active ingredient has a toxicity rating low enough that it doesn't have to have the bug spray smell. Actually, it's very near odorless. Also, it doesn't have to degrade in 30 days. By combining it with an oil, the effectiveness can be extended 6 months or more. The EPA has a new expediting mechanism that fast approves registrations for any new product that reduces the risk to humans and environment in any insecticide field. AntGard not only reduces the risk, it comes very close to eliminating it completely. All of the science on this substance has been completed for decades. Approval will come in a few weeks rather than years. This factor allows us to get on the market very quickly. We are putting together an applicator from existing components to avoid the long lead times and expense of new tooling. Our first product will be a 3/8 inch wide sponge applicator on a thin cobalt blue glass bottle. It will be as easy to use as drawing a line with a marker pen. A patent attorney has assured us that the substance is patentable and protectable with a new use patent filing. We don't yet have the money to file a permanent patent, but we've filed a provisional, which is good for 1 year. The applicator is near complete. We have a chemist working on the formulation. We have a contract blender ready to go. We have product, packaging, and shipping cost estimated. The finished product will be under $1.10. It will be easy to get $2.50 to $3.50 at wholesale level. The first safe and guaranteed ant control will easily retail for $6.50. We aren't very good at making videos, but the product is valid and the market is self-evident. Effectively keeping ants out of any area desired is a far more acceptable concept than using high-level toxins with low efficiency. It's going to take about $1.2 million to comfortably put AntGard on the market. We are offering 50% for this amount. If you're interested, let us know. Oh, here's the next day result on the infestation you've been watching. As always, the ants are just gone. Thanks for watching.